It is hard to imagine a less likely couple than the beautiful widow Shelomtzion and Alexander Yanai. She hailed from a respected rabbinical family. Her brother, Shimon ben Shattach, was a leading rabbi of the generation, and her first husband, Aristobulus, had been a Maccabean king. The groom was the king's brother, and he had been jailed for being one of the most outspoken members of the Sadducees, a movement that undermined the rabbinic tradition. Yet after her husband's death, the childless Shelomtzion released him, and they were wed in a traditional levirate marriage. Alexander Yanai became king during a particularly stormy time in Jewish history. After making a public statement in the Holy Temple on the holiday of Sukkot against the authority of the rabbis, the enraged worshippers began hurling etrogim at him. In response to the wide-scale protest, Yanai ordered his soldiers to attack, and 6,000 Jews were brutally killed. This incident instigated many years of bloody civil war. Eventually, the widely hated king took ill. Worried that his death would be widely celebrated, he ordered the arrest of 70 sages and signed a decree instructing that upon his death, all 70 of them should be murdered. In this way, all of Israel would be forced to mourn on the day of his passing. But Shelomtzion outwitted his cruel plot. When he died, she kept his death a secret. She then removed his signet ring and used his stamp to authorize the release of the sages. Only once they had gone free did she announce his passing and assume the throne. It was during the start of her reign, shortly after the death of King Yanai, that Hillel first came to Israel to study Torah from Shmaya and Avtalion. Queen Shelomtzion's reign is described in glowing terms. She was renowned for her devotion to Torah and benevolence. In her merit, says the Talmud, the rains would fall on Friday nights with such regularity that the wheat grains were the size of kidneys, the barley grains the size of olive pits, and lentils were the size of golden coins. Peace prevailed, and it was a time of prosperity and blessing.